Hey there YouTube, what's going on? Today we're going to look at the top 5 weapons to use in arena mode. Roll it. Yeah, cracks, one down. Oh, the lstar's a beast! So as you guys know, with Season 9 coming in, Apex Legends have brought the new arena mode, which gives a brand new change of pace and also maybe some rank come up in the future. So I bet you guys are wondering, what are the best weapons to use? Well, look no further because we got you covered today. Hey guys, and don't forget we do stream 4 times a week on Twitch. I'll leave that link for you below if you want to come by some time and get some dubs. And also, if you're looking for more Apex content in the future, please hit the subscribe button because we're going to be uploading weekly and consistently. Just what YouTube wants. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here's number 5. Coming in at number 5, it's the FLATLINE. Tried, tested. This thing is an absolute beauty. Works well at range. Has a fantastic hip fire as well. Has a great upgrade abilities. Has really good range as well. Especially like with the size of these maps. The FLATLINE's distance tends to be good for like whatever kind of utility that you want to use this for. And of course, it does take a little bit of practice to get used to, but once you can, the FLATLINE is just an absolute hitter. Definitely in the top 4, just because of its versatility across all 5 maps. It's able to shoot in distance and can really compete in these close quarters fights as well. Coming in at number 4, just sneaking ahead of the FLATLINE, we're going to give you another heavy weapon. It's the HEMLOK. The HEMLOK is one of my favorite guns on maps such as Phase Runner, where there is quite a little bit of distance, especially in those early rounds. The 3 burst works fantastic. It has a great hip fire, but also it does have the ability to go single shot as well. And that gives you the ability to really use this at distance, especially in those early rounds, rounds 1 to 3. The HEMLOK is a great all-round choice. I just feel like the HEMLOK is just hitting better. Even with the iron sights, it just does really well. You can get some headshots off as well. Instant crack in those first few rounds. The HEMLOK is a fantastic choice for the early round game. Then coming in at number 3, you'll be happy to hear it's not another heavy weapon. This time it's an energy weapon. We're going with the lstar. So the lstar is a brand new meta, if you want to call it that. Obviously, Arenas is brand new itself, but a lot of the pros, we saw this most recently in the Lulu tournament, I've been using this early rounds 1 and 2, because you can get those upgrades and you can even buy a bat as well in those early rounds. It's fantastic at close quarters, has a really tight hip fire spread, obviously doesn't need to reload as well. And there's actually a little secret tip with it. If you shoot a door with the lstar, the door opens. So it's magic as well. So that's why it deserves a 3rd place here. The lstar just absolutely rips. Has a 2 times headshot multiplier. Just an absolute weapon of a gun at short to medium range. It doesn't have much utility at long range. But during the first 2 rounds, there's not going to be much at long range that is going to cause you many problems anyway. So it's all about getting into those short range fights in the first couple of rounds and just absolutely dominating with the lstar, because this thing just melts armors, it melts flesh, and can really turn the tide in some fights. And coming in at number 2, we're going back to heavy weapons. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. It's the Spitfire. It really has to be. This gun cannot be left out of a top 5 list because it is almost cheating. It's almost cheating. I refuse to use this gun on grounds that it's a little bit too easy at times. Not only the fact that it has a 50-round mag, can shoot at all distance, has very little drop-off in comparison to things such as the FLATLINE, and it also has a fantastic hip fire rate as well. And it really is just an absolute beast of a weapon. I know some people don't like using it. Some people hate people that are using it. It really does feel like a bit of a cop-out, but you know what? If you're sweating out for the win, you might want to be picking up the Spitfire and using it in these rounds. I'm trying my hardest not to be too positive about it because I don't want everyone to be using it, because it is so annoying to play against, especially with cover and fire. I mean, you can kill a whole squad with 1 clip, which is outrageous. Also, obviously, it's a heavy gun, so the bullets are going to slow down your opponents when they're trying to take cover. This thing really does just dominate. And it also has great application on places such as thermal and, of course, artillery as well. The SPITFIRE is just a great pickup, and I can't deny it. I'm sorry. And coming in at number 1, it's the R301. My favorite gun. This thing can do absolute wonders at range. If you can learn the hip fire spread on this as well, this thing can absolutely blitz people and compete at the highest level at short range as well. This is just a perfect all-round gun. Works anywhere on any map. It's absolutely perfect. There's a reason why it's the most expensive gun. Obviously, you can't buy it in the first couple of rounds, but late game, there is nothing that I would rather have with me than the R301. Also, a little tip for the R301 as well. If you are using the R301, especially late games as well, don't forget to put your sidearm as the P2020. That way, you're going to get more ammo to start with. So there we have it, guys. The R301 is just the most dominant weapon in arenas at the moment. It's the most versatile, the most successful, and has a great starting ammo capacity as well. So you can go for those longer fights. You can go for those sudden death games where you have the red armor, it's a lot of poking. The R301 will hold out and just allow you to put so much pressure on the other team. Hipfire is just fantastic. And that is going to conclude our list today. Top 5 weapons. Guys, please comment below, because this, at the end of the day, is just my opinion and the opinion of a few others in the community, which I've asked for as well. Obviously, we're going to start gearing up towards ranked now, and there's going to be loads of different metas coming through, especially with legends, guns, and stuff like that. We're going to be looking a little bit more closely in it. So, like I said before, don't forget to subscribe. Please drop a like on the video, and I'll reply to all comments below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.